Shining a bright red as always, it is I, Red Luster, and it's just gonna be me today, and today we're just doing I want to say a little recap of 2025 and the year in general. Before that, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There won't be a video for New Year's, and this will just be the video for, well, this will be my final video of the year, basically, until, next year starts. 2025. 2025 has been a year of unexpected challenges. Very unexpected. When I first went into 2025, I had fully set out this mental map, this plan in my head, how I was going to start making my videos way better. That I was going to start putting way more effort into editing. I was going to start, trying really hard to go for like collaborations or just working really hard on the channel. I really wanted to get into that this year because, well, 25 is my favorite number. Right next to 5. 5 and 25, they're the best numbers in my opinion. But I had gotten it all geared up in my head, ready to go, do this, and unleash all these plans for the year. But if you guys have been keeping up with the news with the channel and whatnot, mostly in the earlier part of this year, things took a very sudden turn for the worse. 2025 has not been a kind year to most, but it has especially not been a kind year to me or my family. The whole situation with my mother developing cancer just hit everybody out of left field, and it threw a massive, wrench into all plans that I had gotten sorted out, which I'm not saying that I'm angry about that. It was a surprise, and it's just been a very emotional year overall. For the longest time, I haven't really had the time or energy to really focus on my channel, and whilst we are currently experiencing a more peaceful time right now, it took most of the year to get there. And even then, we still have our current challenges and tribulations with taking care of my mother. And I'm happy to do it. My mom has taken care of me my entire life. I'll happily take care of her for the rest of mine if I have to. Or need to. You get what I mean. I'm not phrasing this very well. I've never been a very good word person. I don't have a script. I'm just kind of relaying what I think. And as someone who's never had a very clear mind, you can see all my words are kind of jumbled up. But regardless, 2025 has been a hard year. And as far as I can tell from other people, it has not been far too kind to them either. And with that all being said, as we head into the new year, we're not going to hit the ground running. That's for certain. Things are still going to be pretty slow. But I do want to start picking up the pace again. If I can get the time, if I can get the energy, if I can just formulate a new plan of action, then hopefully 2026 will be the year that Red Luster really ramps up in production quality. Maybe more editing, or maybe just more videos. However, there is no telling if these plans can or cannot come into fruition. It all really depends on what goes on in real life because, you guys may not see my face, or you'll just hear a voice, and usually you'll be watching some kind of video game, but yeah, remember, I'm still a real person with a real life, and, I'm sure you guys know that. You don't need to be told that. You guys are smart. But life can get in the way of things, and I would love to dedicate every second of every day to making Red Luster as cool and unique and content heavy of a channel as I can. It's just I can't dedicate all that time and energy into it, especially when life itself is throwing so many different kinds of challenges towards me. But as we go into 2026, I want to wish not only myself, but all of you guys that 2026 will be a much better year. And hopefully I'm not jinxing it, so I'm going to knock on wood just to be safe. And hopefully 2026 will be a much better year. Hopefully the AI crisis where the RAMs and the graphics cards will end. I was just thinking to myself, man, I got all this RAM in my computer, but I definitely need a stronger graphics card. And of course, as soon as I kind of start getting the scratch together to get a new graphics card, their price is pretty much double because of the whole AI thing. Figures, am I right? And let's be honest, that price is not going down anytime soon, even if the AI bubble popped and all of a sudden AI got dropped like a rock. I don't see the market quite catching up, or at least not wanting to admit that suddenly now there's an ample amount of supply. But 2026, let's all cross our fingers and hope is a much better year. And of course, not just cross our fingers, let's do something about it. Let's do something 2026. Let's work as hard as we can to make 2026 a better year. A lot of people, myself included, will often just kind of sit around and just kind of hope and pray that things get better rather than actually do something about it. And I understand not everyone's capable of doing something about it. Trust me, I know how that feels, and I understand that more thoroughly. But you have to try and do everything that you can to make life better for yourself. And as long as you're doing everything that you can, then more than likely things are going to get better. And I just hope that everyone can get that in their mind to just, pull themselves up by the bootstraps, as the older generation likes to say, as ridiculous as it is. And for those that are struggling and doing all that they can, I hope it gets better. I want to say I know it gets better, but I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't want to pretend. And I know usually that's kind of pessimistic to have the quote-unquote more realistic view on things, but sometimes it's a good idea to have a preparation plan for when things do go wrong, rather than just, go forward with the confidence of a man who thinks he can get away without wearing pants in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. I'm not very good at analogies, and I'm just kind of rambling at the moment. Again, no script, not even bullet points. I'm just talking free from the soul here. Soul is a kind of a jumbled mess when there's no real organization going. I've already said that twice or 3 times now. Just goes to show. So yeah, here's hoping 2026 is better, or at least let's at the very least hope that 2026 does not give us any new challenges. Let's hope 2026 is just such a chill year that we finally get to catch up on the problems of 2025 and maybe the years before that, though that's wishful thinking. But here at Red Luster, we're going to keep doing our best. We're going to keep working on the channel, giving you guys the best content we can, because at the end of the day, and I've been thinking about this, what Red Luster means to me, and I won't lie, a lot of times I'm thinking about just giving up. There have been so many times where I've just thought to myself that there's just no point in continuing this channel. It's not growing, it's not going the way I want it to, it's not becoming popular, no one is making any comments, so I don't even know if anyone's even really getting anything out of these videos. So there's been a lot of times where I've definitely thought that maybe I should just give it up on this and start working on something else. Something that might be more productive. But I've been at this for so many years now because I want it to succeed, and I feel that deep down it will succeed. And Red Luster has always been about having the determination to keep going forward. Red Luster is being beaten down, knocked off your feet, laying on the floor, and thinking of just letting it all go, but refusing to. Even if it doesn't make any logical sense, even though you're sitting there and just constantly telling yourself, you should just give up on this, I don't want to do this anymore, maybe I could do something else, or maybe I'll just be lazy for the rest of my life and just kind of hope that there's something like I can just leech off the system or just give up entirely. But Red Luster is about feeling that and pursuing and pushing forward anyway. That is what Red Luster has always been to me anyway. And I hope this is the kind of thing that you get from Red Luster as well. The feeling that even though my channel is so tiny, even though my channel has maybe 10, 20, maybe 30 views per video, that despite that, this YouTube channel has been going on for many years now. You know what? Let me check how many years it's been. Red Luster has been around since 2019, so it's been almost over 6 years now. Almost at 1,000 videos too. Crazy to think about that, you know. It's crazy to think about how many videos I've made, how many adventures I've gone and brought you guys along with, and I still continue to move forward. Let's have a big hurrah to 1,000, and then look forward to the next 1,000. You know, let's. You can see I'm running out of things to say. Regardless, I want to thank everybody that has been here and been sticking with the videos and just being a part of the community. You guys may not say much all the time, but when you guys do talk, I try my best to always interact with the comments that, you know, pop up all the time. You know, anytime, I'm always more than happy to read the comments, even if they are something nonsensical, even if they are just hate comments. I still get those sometimes, which is ridiculous because I haven't played any competitive games that you would think people that would be spiteful about it would come to my channel and mock me or belittle me about, but some people don't have lives, and I'm not going to be mad about it. Their view still counts as a view. Their comment still counts as a comment, and it still promotes me even if they are just, you know, screaming at me. By the way, leave a comment in the comment section of screams. I'm kidding. Don't actually do that, because more than likely the YouTube filter is just going to catch every one of those comments. They're just like, they're going to be like, these are just spam comments. We're just going to filter all these. Better prompt, I guess. Better prompt. Tell me, what was your hardest challenge this year? And what's something that you really hope for in 2026? Do you hope for that maybe the graphics cards and RAM shortage will be fixed? Or maybe there's a game you've been looking forward to that keeps getting delayed and you hope it comes out next year? Or maybe there's someone that you're really rooting for, like you want Samantha to finally get that promotion so she can be that designer dresser she's always wanted to be. Just examples. I know they're kind of weird, but you know, something that was a struggle for 2025, how you got through it, and what you're hoping for in 2026. I will try my best to reply to all these comments that I can, and as always, thank you so much once again for being here. And I can't think of anything else to say. This has been Red Luster, signing out.